Cynthia. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Hi, how are you?
I think I'm doing okay. It's Saturday morning, so it's been a very early morning for me. What about yourself?
Pretty good. I
Yeah?
can't complain. Yes.
Yeah, have you been out and about running around?
I have, and I normally don't do that. But
Okay.
I
Okay.
have.
Okay, well, thank you for giving me a little bit of your time and allowing me to take this time to find out a little bit more about your nutritional needs and any goals that you may have.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're
So,
welcome.
I do have your intake form, and first I want to thank you for taking the time and the energy to fill that out for me and your video release form. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I know that was a bit of a bear to try to get all that information down, but I really do appreciate it. And I wanted to let you know that it is confidential. No one but myself and my supervisor will be taking a look at it.
Okay.
So you have my utmost appreciation for having that trust in the process and in me. So thank you.
Sure, you're welcome.
So I wanted to kind of ask you about, you had mentioned in your intake form about having some issues with your digestive tract. Is there anything that you wanted to share with me about that, or?
Oh, sure. So basically, I have some things going on that previously were stressing me, and I
Okay.
think because of those things, it kind of changed my diet, and then the way my body reacts to stress
Mm-hmm.
was also a factor. And subsequently, my diet, I hadn't been eating as well as I should or as
Okay.
I normally do. So I think those things combined were causing some issues.
Right. So do you want to share with me about what your normal diet is like, and then kind of share any goals that you may have?
Sure. So normally, based on how I was raised as a child, I was raised in a vegan home, even though I do eat meat. So my regular diet normally consists of fresh fruits and vegetables, some grains.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you say you were raised in a vegan home, was that I mean, I've never heard of a brown person, someone who's African American,
Right.
being vegan. So do you want to share a little bit about that
Sure.
experience?
So my mom became Seventh-day Adventist when we were children.
Okay.
And within that religion or that belief, we practice health temperance.
Okay.
So initially for her, it was a religious decision.
Mm-hmm.
But once she started to see the changes within her own self, she felt better, she looked better.
Oh wow.
And as children, we were healthier.
Mm-hmm.
We rarely got sick. I still rarely get sick.
Okay.
And it's because I believe of the diet. We don't do anything extraordinary.
So you basically have been following a functional nutritional program your entire life, because
Yes.
you're basically utilizing your food as your medicine.
Absolutely.
That is fantastic. I love it. That is so awesome. Well, do you want to share a little bit about how you're eating now? You said you needed to change some things, so.
Yes, so I eat a lot of beef. I shouldn't. I probably eat beef like maybe.
Why do you think that though?
Well, I think I eat too much. Not that I necessarily shouldn't eat it, but
You eat it every day, or?
Maybe 3 or 4 times a week in large portions.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's nothing uncommon for me to have a steak. A 12-ounce steak, like 2 or 3 times a week, maybe.
Oh,
more.
wow.
Yeah, I love.
That's a lot of protein.
It is. It's a lot. So.
Yeah, because normally what we say is that you need, 3 to 4 ounces of protein
Exactly.
per meal, and
Right.
you're farsi, but that's okay. I
Yeah.
mean, no judgment here. So you'd like maybe some assistance with working with that,
Yeah,
just changing ever so slightly.
Absolutely, and I mean, and that's the other reason too why I eat like a lot of vegetables. I eat a lot of green leafy vegetables. So.
Okay.
And that helps, but I still think that intake is pretty high.
And are you eating a lot of fresh, uncooked, or are you eating
Uncooked, yes.
Slightly sautéed, slightly cooked, roasted?
I-
How is your preferred method of preparation for your?
I do all of the above.
Mhm.
The leafy greens, sometimes I will prep ahead of time
Okay.
and, you know, freeze them and then, you know, use them for later. But I prefer fresh, raw.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you are eating a lot of
Yeah.
raw. Okay, fantastic. So that's mainly in your salads.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, fantastic. And you mentioned in your intake that you had some digestive issues. That was solely dealing with your stressful period in time? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so this is kind of stopped now. You don't have those issues.
No, it's not an
ongoing. Okay.
Yes.
So you really don't have any major health issues or major.
I have to say I don't.
Okay. Okay, this is a positive thing. But do you have any goals?
I do.
Okay.
I think I eat fairly well, but I would like to actually improve on what I'm eating because
Okay.
I do eat kind of a lot of the same things
Again and again.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm constantly looking for recipes to spruce up what I already eat. When in
Okay.
fact I probably should try something new.
Okay. So like the grains, I'm picking something out because you've already shared with me your protein and your vegetable choices, but what about your grains? What kind of grains?
I normally stick with a quinoa.
Mm-hmm.
I just love it.
Yeah.
But I probably could try some others.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of oats.
Okay.
But yeah,
You
definitely.
don't have to
can.
eat oats and just quinoa. There's
I
others
know,
out there.
right?
There's farro and there's millet and there's black rice. There's so many different types of whole grains out there that you can be introduced to. So it'll be my job to help introduce you to those foods.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yes, absolutely. So aside from just taking the time to prep up your food and having maybe some suggestions of different types of foods that you can consume with your already normal diet, are there any other goals that you have? Like, do you eat breakfast in the morning? And if you do, what type of breakfast? I'm asking because I did read your intake form. Sorry.
I do not do breakfast. I normally
goodness.
have like a coffee or an herbal tea. Rarely do I eat breakfast. What I found is that, and maybe it was what I was eating in the past, is that it would kind of upset my stomach.
Oh, interesting.
And yeah, and then maybe it was what I was eating when I used to eat breakfast.
Wait a second. When did you stop eating breakfast?
Years
I need to
ago.
understand this.
Years ago.
Really?
Probably early 20s.
Oh, goodness.
I mean, occasionally I might have a muffin, a whole grain muffin maybe,
Mm-hmm.
but that's very rare. I usually just opt for coffee or tea.
Oh, goodness. So
I
you're
know.
really going the entire day until lunchtime
Lunch, yeah,
without food.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that's something that we can work on together. No judgment. No judgment. I'm asking questions to try to understand where you are
Mm-hmm.
and maybe where you'd like to be.
Mm-hmm.
So this is, I have my own issues, and I think we're all the same in that. I too struggle with eating breakfast in the morning, so I tend to make a smoothie. It helps me to get a lot of vegetables and fruits into my diet very quickly. I get those 8 servings of fruits and vegetables.
Right. Oh, that sounds good too.
Because I have a smoothie in the morning, I'm able to incorporate berries and all kinds of things, spinach and whatnot to my smoothies. I can even add yogurt for a little whey, instead of having whey protein that's in a powder.
Mm-hmm.
I can have yogurt, and that will add my protein to my shake. So there are other ways around not wanting to eat breakfast. Maybe you're just somebody who needs to sip your breakfast.
Right, that makes sense.
Yeah, and you can also have your cup of tea or coffee to go with that.
Mm-hmm.
So those will be some things that we work on. Absolutely. Are there any other goals that you might have as far as your exercise regimen or?
Yes, I try to do cardio
Okay.
at least 3 times a week. I want to do more.
Sure.
I'm interested in building my muscle as I'm getting
Okay.
older. I find that I'm losing it.
So would maybe being with like a personal trainer, going and working with them a couple times a week to kind of go over
Yes.
exercises. Okay.
Mhm.
So do you find that you need some support in that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I might be that person that can be that support for you to just check in once a week or so.
Mhm.
Hey, how's your workout going? Have you been to the trainer? How long did you do that elliptical? How long? Okay, so I can be kind of that person that you can go to and be your support in that.
That's wonderful.
Okay.
Because I need that.
Okay. And do you have any other goals as far as nutritional goals?
I think just
I mean, aside from just changing and having a better command of what you're currently eating on a
I just
regular
think
basis.
consistency and adding, more of what I'm already doing, a variety, and then basically prepping the recipes.
Okay.
Absolutely that.
So you need that support as well.
Yeah.
So more healthful recipes,
Mhm.
and you're not eating a lot of prepared foods. You're eating a lot of your own home cooked meals.
Yes.
Okay, so that's very promising. I mean, you have such large goals, yet really attainable.
Mhm.
You know, because these are some things that I think you've already been doing, and just that slight shift to maybe adding and incorporating different grains.
Mhm.
And do you eat? You said you eat beef as your animal protein, but do you eat any legumes?
I do. I eat lots of those.
Okay, so really, it's just finding that balance that you're looking for.
Yes.
Okay, well, this is really promising, and I think that I can definitely help to facilitate some of this for you, and definitely be a support system.
Okay, sounds good. I
Okay?
look forward to it.
Or not a system, I'm sorry. I can be a supportive person, and we can build a support system for you.
Sounds good.
All right, well, fantastic. I want to thank you for your time today, this morning. Really appreciate it, and I know you got a busy day.
I do, but thank you. I enjoyed this.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Well, there's more to come in the future.
All right, I look forward to it.
All right, you take good care.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, bye.
Bye.
Can't get to it. That was 10 minutes. It's 15 seconds.